Welcome to Hitman Boxing. So, Anthony Joshua probably has one of the biggest targets on his back of any boxer that's active right now. You know, Wladimir Klitschko's trying to decide on whether or not he wants a rematch or not, and you know how that goes. He wants to take a couple of weeks off and, relieve some of those aches and pains from getting his ass beat, a couple weeks ago. So, he's entitled to just go back to the drawing board and reevaluate his career. It was a tough fight. He looked kind of impressive. I say kind of impressive, not really impressive, because he was stopped in the 11th round. And, we got a new star, Anthony Joshua, young guy, looking like he's going to go far in the sport of boxing. He got the right promoter behind him, Eddie Hearn. So, everything's good. Now, as far as Wladimir Klitschko is concerned, he needs to just fall back, chill at that country club he's at, just play some golf, or I don't know what the fuck y'all do over there, but you old over here, you play golf and shit. You could do that, or just, fuck his badass bitch. That bitch cold. That's what I would do. Fuck boxing. I'm gonna fuck my bitch all day. Now, if I were him, I would just hang it up, man. Because you're not finna come back in a rematch. You're not about to win. All Anthony Joshua got to do is blitz your ass early, and it's a wrap. You lose. You get knocked out. It's going to be worse this time. Trust me. So, that's my advice to Wladimir Klitschko. The guy had a great career, but, all good things come to an end at some point, and it's time for your ass to fade to black. Now, the rest of these motherfuckers, Pulev, that's your mandatory right now. Luis Ortiz he talking greasy, he talking reckless. He said he not taking no step-aside money. He will threaten legal action if you do not fight him next. He is your mandatory. So, I think he's the WBA mandatory, and then Pulev, he's the IBF mandatory. So, he's going to be tied up for a little bit, right? Anthony Joshua's going to be tied up for a long time with these mandatories. So, I don't know what Eddie Hearn's going to do about this, He better just pick Pulev, man. Even though that's not an easy fight either. When you're comparing it to like Luis Ortiz. So dude gonna have a tough time. He gonna have a tough career, on a come up if he's trying to unify those belts at some point. They said they got a 10-year plan for this dude. So you already know what that means. He's not about to fight Anthony. Wait, my bad. He's not about to fight Deontay Wilder anytime soon. Joseph Parker got the WBO belt. He the weakest link. We know he's food for anybody. So we probably ain't gonna see these belts unified for years, dude. He got 2 mandatories. He can't fight. He can't defend twice in the same night. Something's got to give. He gonna get stripped by one of those organizations, and then the belts, God knows where. And then you got to swing back around. You got to get your wins up and then swing around and try to get that belt again. All the while, you got Deontay Wilder chasing after you. You got all these people chasing after Tyson Fury, coked up ass looking for you. So, he's going to have a tough time. And people don't stay undefeated in the heavyweight division. That's not something that happens too often in the heavyweight division. All these dudes have a chance of losing. Anthony Joshua, he's got flaws. All these dudes got flaws. But the fight that... Damn, it's not even really a big fight. Nobody knows who Deontay Wilder is, man. I'm starting to really believe that shit. He's from Alabama and shit, but that motherfucker don't fight nothing but bums, man. And you motherfuckers be like, oh, well, he's trying to make these fights, and well, the motherfucker need to try harder. How about that? You need to try harder to make them fights. At some point you got to ask yourself, what the fuck is my problem if motherfuckers don't want to negotiate with me? Am I asking for too much money? Am I pricing myself out? Motherfuckers don't want to fight in Alabama. The fuck? But it did seem like a waste when you went over to the UK and watched Anthony Joshua's fight. The least you could have done was got in the fucking ring. Motherfuckers didn't even pan the camera out on you and shit. Motherfuckers don't know who you are over there in the UK. Eddie Hearn thinking what? Tyson Fury, thinking, yeah, he thinking Tyson Fury, Pulev, who the fuck else? Joseph Parker. Deontay Wilder is the last person they thinking about right now. But it's crazy though, because they got Anthony Joshua running the gauntlet, right? But nobody wants to fight Deontay Wilder. Like, nobody, like, he, apparently, Bermane Stiverne was like, he was trying to get out of that mandatory fight with him because he was trying to get a unification fight. Nobody want to unify with you though, dog. Joseph Parker's scared. He's scared. Anthony Joshua tied up. So you really don't got a lot of options. You need to go ahead and fight you a top 10 opponent. Shit, you need to go ahead and fight Dylan White. I want to see that. I want to see how you fare against him. You need to start fighting these motherfuckers leftovers or something, man. I mean, you fighting bums. I understand that. Well, start fighting some of Anthony Joshua's leftovers and see what you do with them. I think that's a good idea. That's a good starting point. Why don't you fight Wladimir Klitschko? You know what I'm saying? Fight him. I want to see that. Klitschko deserves another shot at a title. Living legend, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, this fucking video is supposed to be about Wladimir Klitschko and Anthony Joshua. And Wladimir Klitschko getting his rematch. Like I said, man, I don't foresee him coming back to fight. You know, he gonna chill on his holiday, his break. And he gonna stay back. What do y'all think? I think Wladimir Klitschko's done. I think he's over with, man. He need to stick a fork in that boy, man. He done. So Anthony Joshua kind of running shit right now, but like I said, he got a huge target on his back. We're gonna see how he fares against some of this competition, man. See if he can unify these belts. Let's see who can really unify these belts. I think he beats the fuck out of Tyson Fury too, by the way. But at the end of the day, I think he loses to Deontay Wilder. That's just my opinion. Has nothing to do with my geographic location. It's just, when I think about what Wladimir Klitschko did to Anthony Joshua, and I think, what was that, the 6th round? 5th or 6th round? I can't fucking remember. But, you know, he dropped AJ, and AJ looked gassed. You know, if that was a prime Klitschko, man, that fight would have been over. He would have been able to stop him. So that just leads me to believe, like, if Deontay Wilder's put in a situation like that, he's more athletic than the dude. He hits harder, too, if you want to be serious. But, hey, I can't diss a motherfucker and give him props in the same video. So I'm going to go ahead and end this shit right now. Wladimir Klitschko, stay your old ass at home because we don't want to see the rematch. Shitman Boxing, I'm out.